My fiancée, 27 female. Secretly swapped out my heirloom ring setting for something more her and I. 30 male. Can't unsee it. I proposed last summer with my grandmother's diamond. It's not massive, but it's clean in the setting. A thin yellow gold band with delicate claw prongs. Made it look like the stone was floating. My grandmother wore it for 60 years. She used to rub it when she was thinking. When I told my mom I wanted to use it, she cried and said she would love that. My fiancée, Ellie, said yes and cried and said, "It's perfect." She talked about how meaningful it was that we were carrying a piece of my family forward. We called my mom. Everyone cried some more. We're criers. 2 months later, Ellie started sending me ring photos on Instagram. Halo settings, pave bands, ovals, pear shapes, settings so complicated you need a license to operate them. She said, "No pressure, just ideas for wedding bands." Then one afternoon she says, "I stopped by a jeweler to get the prongs checked." Totally normal. And they said the band is very thin for daily wear. Don't you think a sturdier band would be better? Also, yellow gold isn't my color. I said, Grandma wore it every day for 6 decades. But if it needs reinforcement, we can get it reinforced. As for color, the yellow gold is kind of the soul of it for me. She nodded, smiled, and I thought we were fine. A week later at dinner, she holds out her hand, and the ring is different. White gold. Maybe platinum? The diamond now in a halo with a wider band. The delicate floating look is gone, replaced with sparkle you can see from space. It is objectively pretty. It is also, to my eye, not my grandmother's ring anymore. Ellie says, surprise. They said the old prongs were risky, so they reset it, and I upgraded the band to something more me. This way it's safer, and it looks more like my style. I put my fork down. The world got high-pitched for a second. I said, very calmly, "Where's the original setting?" She said, "They melted it down for credit." I must have made a sound because she immediately went into explanation warp speed. "Babe, I love the diamond and the meaning, but I'm going to wear this every day, and the old band wasn't me, and it would have snagged sweaters, and the jeweler says trends evolve in." I went to the bathroom and sat on the edge of the tub and stared at the tile. I'm not a ring guy. I am a carry my grandmother's kitchen in my chest guy. I had pictured that setting on Ellie's hand while we plan a life, and now it was gone. Not changed. Not stored. Gone. When I came out, I said the other calm sentence I had. I wish you had told me. I wish you had asked. I wish you had given me a chance to say goodbye to the original. She said, I didn't want to stress you with details. I thought I was solving a problem and making it more my style. I slept on the couch. Not to punish. To not cry into the pillow next to her. We talked. She apologized for not asking. She said she got wrapped up in the idea of making it mine. I said I understand wanting to feel like yourself. I said the part that hurts is the unilateral decision with something that wasn't just jewelry. She said, it's still your grandmother's diamond. I said, it's not about the carbon. It's about the frame. My mom noticed the change on FaceTime and asked, very carefully, "Oh, did you two get cleaned?" I told her the truth. She went quiet and then said, "I need a minute," and got off. Later she texted me a photo of my grandmother's hand kneading dough, the thin band ghosted with flour. I had to step outside. Too long, didn't read. Proposed with my grandmother's heirloom ring. Fiancée had the prongs checked, then unilaterally reset the diamond into a new, modern setting and scrap the original because it's more me. I can't stop picturing what's gone. Well, I've tried. Couples therapy appointment booked. I asked Ellie to call the jeweler and see if the old gold was truly melted into a credit or if it's a standard setting they could have kept. It's gone. The jeweler did offer to remake something similar if we supply photos. Ellie wants to do that as a gesture. I said I appreciated it, and also, it will not be the same, and pretending will make it worse. Am I crazy? Internet people, is this a hill, or am I building a mountain because grief needs a place to sit? Update. For weeks later, we postponed the wedding. Not canceled. Paused. Ellie suggested it. She said, I want you to feel chosen and consulted, not steamrolled. We had 3 sessions with a therapist. The therapist asked Ellie, what part of you equates more me with erasing more him? Ellie cried and said, the part that has always been to other people's furniture. We bought a cheap gold band in the original width. Ellie wears it on her right hand. The diamond is still in the halo. Weirdly, that silly, plain band lets me breathe. We printed the flower photo and framed it. It sits by our front door. I touch it sometimes on the way out. I am learning that grief is heavier when you think you're not allowed to name it. I still wish she had asked. She wishes she had too. We're trying again, slower. I'm not asking the internet to pick my wife for me. I'm asking if I am allowed to miss a circle of metal like it was a person. Turns out, yes.